Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Sing Down the Stars by L.J. Hatton, performed by Suzanne Elise Freeman.
When they came, it wasn't with flying saucers or rockets. They weren't hulking monsters or Roswell Greys. They were more like jellyfish, bioluminescent blobs of goo that spread out across the sky. They brought the rain. Chapter 1. The show opened at twilight, when anything was possible. It was the time of not quite day or night when the promise of something unexpected shimmered in the wonderlight, and the mundane turned to magic, if wielded by a master's hand. Magnus Roma was a master. The show was his dominion. He was my father, and it was my home. Forecasts had called for storms that night. We held our breath, but they never came. My father said that people once danced in the rain, that they chased lightning and rode the wind, but not anymore. Not where others might see and suspect, and not since the great illusion made rain a bad omen. The only weather that crowds would tolerate now was the kind that came with the price of admission, and that we were happy to provide. Lightning struck the apex of a fence around our circus grounds, brilliant against the darkening sky. Nothing but Tesla coils and a large-scale Faraday cage, but the effect was mesmerizing. Blue current swirled the lines, touching the earth as another bolt crackled off the fence peaks, illuminating our field with St. Elmo's fire. So many people were used to looking up in fear of what they might find among the clouds that it took a while for them to do anything other than startle, but eventually, those who had crowded the gates forgot they were in a hurry. They shed their worries and watched, awe flickering in their eyes like candles lit with ideas they'd never dared dream. The show was a mad scientist's paradise. Creatures long extinct zipped overhead, and wirewalkers lilted along live cables that should have electrocuted them. Jugglers tossed metal rods pulsing with energy, while swarms of mechanical sprites filled the air with bubbles and glitter and the scent of hope. High above it all rose our magnificent big top, an explosion of quilted color held aloft by suspension wires attached to balloons rather than...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?